Well, a very good afternoon to you. Shall we take a little bit of a look at this evening's game at the racecourse? Welcome back to Wrexham. I'm Steve Jones. Well, a very good afternoon to you. I hope I find you well and ready for a restful weekend. Well, Swansea City rock up at the racecourse tonight for this evening's game in the EFL Championship, kick-off at 8 p.m. And the Swansea fans will be making the 135-ish miles journey from South Wales, take around about 3.5 hours, depending how they get on going over the heads of the valleys. But that's a rough travelling time, and not the best run in the world, but such as the road system in going from north to south. So here's what we know about Swansea City. Founded in 1912, standing number 78 in the EFL age rankings as Swansea Town, but changed the name to City to reflect the city's city status bestowed upon Swansea in 1970. Played at the Vetchfield from founding up until 2005, when they then moved to what was then called the Liberty Stadium, which is now known as the Swansea.com Stadium. Swansea entered the Southern League in 1912 before joining the Football League in 1920, and they won 3 titles in Division 3, seasons 25 and 49, but fell down to Division 4 after 2 relegations in 65 and 67. Swansea then won 3 promotions in 4 years to reach the old Division 1 in 1981, finishing 3rd in the top flight that year, which is still a club record, but unfortunately fell back down to Division 4 by 1986. Started back on a bit of a climb again. The club won 3rd division title in 2000, and then relegations followed and very nearly dropped into the conference in 2003. But they came back again and went on to win promotions. The 4th league title was in 2008. That was in League One. And then in 2011, Swansea were, of course, promoted to the Premier League and won the League Cup 2 years later. Now, amongst the other things that they've won, Swansea have won 10 Welsh Cups and 2 FAW Premier Cups. On the head-to-head, we've played Swansea 64 times prior to this evening, winning 26, drawing 16 and losing 22, with 92 goals for and 91 against. And the both clubs' last 5, Wrexham's are reading 1-1, 1 9 points, and Swansea's 1 drawn, lost 1-1, 10 points. So they're on a bit of a good run at the minute, Swansea. Doing well. Could be a hard one tonight. The meetings between us, between seasons 1912-13 to 1961-62 seasons, were all in the Cup. Some bizarre, strange thing. 14 in the Welsh Cup, 1 in the FA Cup in season 27-28. And speaking of the Welsh Cup, the first game we played in the Welsh Cup against Swansea was on the 4th of January 1913. 3,000 were on the racecourse to see a 3-1 win for the Swans, and the last Welsh Cup tie, we lost that one as well. 26th of Feb 1969, we lost that one 2-1. But of course, as it was then, Wrexham were playing Swansea Town. The first league game, again versus Swansea Town, was the 16th of September 1967. Didn't do well there either. 2-0 loss for Wrexham. The last win we registered against Swansea, September the 14th, 2002. 3,515 were in the racecourse for this one. 373 away. I think there might be 1 or 2 more tonight. This is a 4-0 Reds win. When we win, we win in style. 2 goals from Andy Morel on 10 and 12, Hector Sam on 30, and Carlos Edwards on 56. Most appearances for Wrexham versus Swansea is ex-captain Gareth Davies with 17. And the top goal scorer, Wrexham versus Swansea, is Ray Smith with 5. Now, when it comes to played for both, 69 players have played for both. Well, I've not listed them all here, but I've got roughly half-ish. They include Mark Wilson, Anthony Williams, Steve Watkin, Mark Walton, Billy Waters, but not that one. This was a goalkeeper. He played for us in between 55 and 60. Lee Trundle, Neil Taylor, Owen Tudor-Jones, Jason Scotland, ex-Reds manager Dean Saunders, Chris Sander, centre-half John Roberts, Tyler Reid, full-back Curtis Oben, Christian O'Leary, Dave O'Gorman, Lewis O'Brien from the current bunch, colossal centre-half Eddie May, Dudley Lewis, Dennis Lawrence, Chomp himself, Mark Howard, David Giles, Kieran Durkin, God rest his soul, Di Davis, Cal Connolly, Scott Butler, Phil Bursma, Joe Allen, Danny Alfie, and Wrexham's leading record goal scorer, Tommy Bamford. So what have we done on the 13th of March? Not a great deal that I can find, really. But our record on this day is quite good. We've played 23, won 12, drawn 3, lost 8, 42 goals for and 30 against. So that side of the almond is looking quite good. Games that I've picked out played on the 13th of March. 1972, we registered a 1-1 draw at home against Mansfield in Division 3. In 1976, a 2-1 home win versus Hereford in Division 3 again. 1990, 1-0 home win versus Burnley, and that was in Division 4. How they fall and how they rise again. 1993, 2-0 home win versus Lincoln City, Division 3. And then 2 games when we were down in the pits of the National League. In 2012, it was a 5-0 away win at Ebbsfleet. And 2021 was a 2-0 home win versus Weymouth. Now then, for signings on 13th of March, we've really got to go back into the deep depths of history. These gentlemen signed for us on the 13th of March. Walter Briscoe, 1925. You see where I'm going with this one. Fred Dewey, 1933. Harold Friend, 1933. David Gilbert, 1933. Mervyn Griffiths, 1933. Lot Jones, 1922. William Jones in 1934. Gordon Richards in 1950. Now, these fine chaps all celebrate their birthdays today. Cole Stockton joined us for a long period. I think his only goal, if I remember right, was away at Gateshead. I think we were there for that one, me and Elliot. 2018-19 season. One of the young lads played in the reserves of the youth system. Dan Jones, he's 22 today. He was with us from 2020 to 2021. And this one makes me feel ever so ancient. Steve Buxton is 66 today. He, of course, played for Wrexham between 1977 and 1990. So, Pemberley happy to those 3 gentlemen. Right. What do I think this evening? This is going to be a very, very difficult game. As I've just said before, Swansea are on a pretty good form at the minute, and our ranks are looking somewhat depleted. The news that Kiefer could possibly be out for the duration is something we're hearing earlier on that yet to be confirmed. So we really are now down to the bare bones. I think I'm going to sit on the fence with this one, and I'm going to take a draw. I've gone for 2-2. I would, with the personnel we've got available, I think that would be a good result. So that's what I'm going for. I'll be in the Mouse in 3 or 4 hours' time. If you want to catch up, have a pint and have a natter. Always good to talk to you. Like, subscribe and share. If anybody's just found the channel, welcome along. Good to have you on board. Any questions at all about anything I can answer, as I always say, whether it's now or when I was back involved with the club, I'll answer any questions as best as I can. And that is the end of this one for this evening's game. whilst you're there, we've got to be loud and proud tonight. 12th man could be vital to it. So sing up, sing your hardest. You never know, you might just carry us over the line again. So be good, be proud, loud and proud, and give us a shout, give us a wave if you're anywhere near the mice or you see me. I'm in the Macron tonight, so shake a hand, give us a unfortunate or fortunate gesture. I don't mind which. Have a good evening, and I'll mop up on this one probably. It's going to be probably Sunday. Have a good evening. Have a great weekend with your friends and your families, and I will, as always, see you later.